Welcome back to Good Moms, Bad Choices. I'm Erica.
And I'm Milah.
And it's Wednesday, bitch.
Hola. Happy Wednesday.
Happy Wednesday from New York City. New York City is kicking my motherfucking ass today.
First of all, we're jet setters. Last week we're in Costa Rica. This week we're in New York.
Okay, but also New York is kicking my ass today. I'm fucking hot as shit here. Yeah. And I thought the valley was hot. I thought the Costa Rican jungle was hot and steamy. And I know niggas in New York be like complaining about the heat. And I'd be like, y'all like, relax. Today, I felt it. I feel weak. I like barely made it up the stairs. I'm kind of shaking. Like I actually feel like a little jittery, like I did coke or something. Like I don't know what's wrong, but
you know what it is? It's heat plus subway plus backpack plus slow ass children. Like it's like, if I'm going to be intended to do public transportation, I have to be free. I need to be wearing only booty shorts and cowgirl boots, but I can't.
And we went to lunch with Jade from Getting Grown podcast before this, and we were like, let's take the train. And she was like acting like she was cool with it. And then low key, she was like, bitch, I haven't taken the train in 5 years. And I was like, really? And she's like, no, but I'll do this for you. And I was like, it's fine. And the moment we got off the train and we hit that heat, and just all of it, I was like, I'm never taking the train again.
It's not for me.
By the way, I just meant to tell you, we're taking an Uber home.
No fucking shit,
okay.
Bitch.
I'm glad we're on the same page.
No shit, I'm too hot. And you would think I'm skinny and like in shape, but I'm not. Like 3 sets of steps and it's a done deal. I'm wheezing, I'm unhappy, I'm pissed. But anyway.
We're here.
We love New York.
I have so many questions.
Not only are we in New York, but we're joined by our friends from Black Girl Texting, finally in human.
Yay! Yeah. We met y'all in COVID. And
I know. It feels like we met. When you walked in, I was like, hey, bitch.
I know.
What it did?
I know, for real. It's so interesting how COVID did that. Like, you connect with so many people. And because now I'm starting to meet even Jade. Like, this was the first time I met her, too. And I was like, I feel like I know you, bitch. Like we done did this before, right? Like even this, sitting down with you guys. So thank you guys so much for coming back on the show.
It didn't click to how small you are, and I was like,
everyone's always surprised by Jamila's size.
Everyone's like, oh my god, you're so small, and I'm like, really? Because I don't feel that small. I feel tall and thick. But maybe
someone wanted to. Wait, we were at this party. This person came up to us. They were like, "Are you from Good Moms Bad Choices?" They're like, "Oh my god, Jamila, I just want to put you on my back and carry you like."
She's like, you should have made her. You should have told her to do
She
it.
did it. She did. She was like, please. Then wait. She's like, please.
Not pleading with you.
Please, can I pick you up? We're at like a dinner party. It wasn't like a crazy party.
It wasn't the park.
It was a single mom's dinner event.
Wait, she picked me up, and then afterwards, she was like, I just have this thing about with like dwarves and midgets.
I was like, shut up.
She's like, I know you're not one.
She's like, I know you're not one, but like I always like picture putting them on my back. So thanks. Like you really helped her fulfill some sort of fantasy.
I'm really not that small, you guys.
Yeah, I wouldn't say dwarf or midget.
You know what? I have long legs and a long neck, so I appear much taller than I am, and my personality is large. So.
Large and in charge. Wait, was this your first time riding the subway?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
Actually, I mean, every time I do it, I'm like, I don't. This is not for you.
You know what?
I'm trying to be Sex in the City.
I actually lived in New York a few times, but I don't. You know, I'll be forgetting, and that's every time I move to New York, I'll be forgetting too, because I was like, damn, it's cold as fuck here. Like, why the fuck did I move back here? But now it's different too, because I have a child and I'm navigating the subway. Whereas I feel like when I'm alone, like I can just get it going quick. I'm in and out. With her, I'm like, come on, she's swinging around the goddamn pole, trying to tell her.
I have a pole at my house, so the girls are like, come on. As soon as the train takes off, Luna's trying to like get them to swing. I'm like, everyone's looking at us crazy.
Oh my God. I'm yelling. Jamila's calm. I'm just like, what the fuck? So.
No.
Did you see any like train performers, like Showtime?
Not yet.
We saw a nigga get cursed out.
I'm trying to hide.
Oh, you saw somebody get cursed out?
Someone got cursed out, and the kids were like,
yeah, I was
looking
there.
at us and
they've been talking about it for days.
I'm like, welcome to New York.
Yeah, excitement. We're native New Yorkers, and you guys are native LAers.
Layers. Where in New York are y'all from?
I'm from Brooklyn.
Wait, first of all, let's introduce you guys, okay?
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
Okay, we have Black Girls Texting here. We have Chelsea and Sade. Gwendolyn isn't joining us today because the bitch is late or something. Or she
got a job.
I mean, Gwendolyn. Gwendolyn.
I'm calling her Gwendolyn.
It's Glenn.
Gwendolyn.
All
Glenn is here.
Glennon? Okay, Glennon or Gwendolyn. Yep.
No, the bitch ain't here. She's working, but like she be playing.
Glenn, how you gonna be playing on the podcast?
What you playing?
Okay, because here's my point. Like, she takes her job too seriously. I'm working.
Oh my God, we have a friend like that.
Yeah.
We have a friend like that.
Oh my God.
My laptop is right here. Like, if someone needs me,
Not she takes her job
I can
too
see
seriously.
it, but it's not.
Bitch,
like
it's her
job.
It's her livelihood.
She's clocked in, even though she's like virtually working from home, but like won't
She's
leave home.
She's in the office.
but I would have been like,
She could have left early.
I need my AC needs to be installed, so I'm gonna be remote because them niggas don't need you in the office. Fuck are you doing?
So basically,
We're not-
Sade is saying lie to your job and then go on camera and post it.
Correct.
They don't know when it was
Fuck her
recorded.
job.
You do that quite often.
I do.
They don't
And
know.
it's
They don't know.
fine.
They don't know when it was. What hour of the day? Morning, night?
Right. It could have
on the
been like an
weekend?
a later gram or, you know.
Fuck that job. I agree.
You don't know what job I'm even referring to.
I got many. I wasn't talking about you.
Right.
No, I'm talking about my side job. Fuck is y'all talking
You know I
about?
sell jeans on the internet.
Shut up.
Toe pics.
So you guys are New York natives, and how did you guys meet? How did you guys become friends?
We met in high school through my first boyfriend who thinks he took my virginity, but he didn't.
I love that you're
He
now
knows
leaning
now.
into the story.
He thinks he took your virginity.
Yeah.
Oh wait, so y'all go all the way back?
Yes.
Okay, because this month we're really focusing on tribe and community and like talking about friendship. What are we calling it? July? July.
It's Tribe July because it takes a village to
It
raise
does.
a mom. I mean, to raise a children.
To raise the children.
Get the log line right.
I'm gonna be real. We smoked weed and then we got on the train
and then we
now-
had a heat flash.
So like the heat plus the weed, forgive us.
It takes a village to raise a woman, a mother, a child, all of it together. It's not just motherhood. It's like, friendship. And I think you guys know that too. You guys have Black Girls Texting. Y'all are you have a tribe. And I'm sure you have other tribe members that are, not part of the podcast
Right.
that hold you down. And I think this month highlighting that because we get so many people reaching out to us like, I don't have any friends, or like, I don't know where to start, or like, I don't know where to even start. As an adult, it's harder to make friends.
Yeah.
And especially when you become a mom, like finding people that understand what you're going through, it's a whole other shit. But
We recently discovered, we didn't realize it was a thing, but one of our people were like, I love your platonic friendship, your platonic love. I'm like, what do you mean? Like, we love each other, we're not fucking? And we're like, we didn't know it was a thing, but like, we do. We're co-parents. We literally, our kids are in camp together. We vacation together. We work together. We love each other. We consult with each other. So if you check the bank account, I'm going to tell you how much is in there because we need to know. I'm like, I don't want to know. She's like, you're going to know.
When did you guys meet? Was this
yeah.
later in life?
5 years ago. So we're new.
No way.
Uh-huh.
I love that. I'm like, it's funny that you said like it takes a village with friends because I feel like I'm gonna be the first one to have a baby probably.
Yes.
And then
Unless
like,
I
is it
fuck
weird? I mean, yes.
Which
she's
don't
doesn't
skip
like
no days of
the
that birth
condom.
control, bitch.
She's not on birth control.
Which is
You just risky over here.
Pulling her.
risking your whole life.
But like, was it weird? Like, were you like the first ones out of your friends to have kids?
Oh yeah, I mean that's really, I think, that's why we have the podcast, because we didn't really have any mom friends. Like we had zero community prior really to the podcast. Jamila was really my only mom friend, and now I have so.
We became friends because nobody else had a kid in our friend group. In fact, we met because of we have a mutual friend, and we saw each other on Instagram. And I was like, that bitch has a baby? Why don't you introduce me to that bitch? Because we know I don't have no friends with a baby.
Right.
And we started to just like hang out on that. And then we started the podcast together. Even at that point, we weren't best friends or even really close.
Right.
And then as we started to talk a lot, here we are.
So, do you suggest a pregnancy pact with friends?
No, girl. Life doesn't work that
creepy.
way.
That's
One of my
Caucasian
friends
shit.
is like dead ass serious. He's like, hey, let's have a pregnancy pact.
Why would you do
Like,
that? No.
Well, I know people like to
she's like,
plan
you want to
them.
have them together.
Right.
so
You
they're
do,
best
but if it's
friends.
like, just because it's Cindy's time, don't
I
mean it's
can't.
your
No,
time.
I need to be the center of attention, bitch. You get your baby in like 2 years, okay? Everyone pay attention to me, help me, comfort me, okay?
But don't you think it'd be nice to be like, oh my God, my titties are spilling the milk?
Okay, maybe you have like one
you need
person.
help.
Maybe you have a pregnancy pack. Yeah,
One
just one person.
person.
Not, when I'm thinking pack, I'm thinking like all 5 of y'all about to get pregnant at
no,
once.
that's giving like
That is a
Mormon
lot of
shit.
hormones, and someone's
might
gonna
be
get
fun.
cut.
Everybody's relationship doesn't even add up like that. Like
Yeah.
a bitch will go find herself trying to get fucked on the right time because you get no. You got to really, 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 really think about that baby daddy. And I doubt everybody's baby daddy situation aligns at the same time as their friends. I feel like sometimes women force forced family and forced baby because I think it's that time in their life. And bitch, no, it's not. It's not. You need to rethink it.
I have more questions about that, but I'm gonna put a pin in that for our episode because I have a story for y'all.
Yes, you guys. If you
Just
guys
get motherfucking ready.
Oh, I can't wait.
Didn't tell you this tea yet.
Oh, okay. Shit. Oh, look at the fresh tea.
Piping hot.
Not piping
Stove.
Yeah, if you guys keep listening, this episode is going to then go over to Black Girls Texting. So it's a part 2. So
Part 2.
stay tuned for the tea.
Stay tuned for the tea.
Wait, so when are you like? I don't know. This is a dumb question, but like, how do you know when you're ready for kids? Are you even ever ready for kids?
No, never.
Because I feel like I'm getting that itch.
It never happens.
You're getting that itch?
No, I don't. Listen,
Yeah.
I will say that there is a maternal thing that happens where you feel like you're ready to like do that, but actually ready and prepared for what's about to happen. No, there's no way you can do it until it happens. You can buy all the shit, you can read all the books, you can fucking YouTube your
You
life
could think
away.
it's so cute and like happy, and look at her with her like overalls, and she's pregnant.
But I feel like you also like, and I don't want to speak for you, so tell me if I'm wrong, but I feel like you're like, okay, first comes love, then comes marriage, baby carriage kind of bitch. And like, so you're like, yo, my ring is coming. You know, it's like,
Not a baby
you know
carriage
what's
kind of
coming.
bitch.
No, she knows it's coming. She knows like it's happening. But
Wait, Chelsea, what's your sign again?
I'm a Capricorn.
I was
Okay,
literally about to ask that. I was like, oh, yep, sounds about
correct. Sounds like
about
baby
sounds about
the baby carriage.
sounds about I got 3 bitches friends just like you, Capricorn.
But like, if you guys get engaged and then you get married, let's say this is like a 2-year process, like, are you like, yo, I'm jumping into the baby like right away? You don't want to have like marital bliss?
No, I want to have marital bliss.
She's like 6 months.
I do.
So then
No, not.
scratch that itch some other way, girl.
I know. So you're gonna have one, and then I'll babysit yours.
Listen,
I'll
babies
scratch it
are
that way.
children are a blessing for sure. I think me and Jamila just have PTSD, post-traumatic baby daddy disorder. So we love those niggas too at one point, and now we don't. So I mean, we'll always have love for them, but it's just different. It's changed. Our relationship has changed. Those people we don't really know anymore, and they don't really know us anymore. And we've just outgrown one another. And when you in your mind set up your life, I'm going to have a child, I'm going to raise this family, you imagine it as a 2-parent unit. And so I think the undoing of that idea has been very painful, but also the birth of this podcast and why and now I wouldn't change it for the world, you know? But I think all that to say is just like, I think, be careful, but also enjoy it.
Oh my God,
it's
yeah.
the most
Get on birth
beautiful.
control. I'm
it is
so
No,
jealous.
don't do
It
that.
is the most
'cause
beautiful.
Are you anti-birth control?
I am,
Me
but I'm
too.
also a fertile ass bitch. But
I don't think I'm that fertile. There's no way.
But it is the most beautiful experience. I highly recommend it. I highly recommend
day.
motherhood for sure.
but there's still no preparation for it.
No.
Can we just have a talk about this? So you may be fucking someone consistently and you're always using a condom?
No, the pull-out method.
Come on,
same.
that does not work.
Yeah, but
It doesn't. But not all the time.
Look at whole mom.
You have a baby.
I wasn't pulling out.
I don't advocate for this message. Anyone listening?
No. This is not a case for this message, but
Do
you know,
not.
I am not a
There's
medical
gonna be
doctor or
I don't know. Jamila
OBGYN,
mom said the
however.
pull-out method works, and for some reason,
Right, y'all about to
Listen,
get
I do not shoot up the club. Like, the club is closed.
It depends. Okay, first of all, it depends who you're fucking and how good their pull-out game is. But it also, you guys, this is a PSA announcement, okay? Women, bitches be thinking, the tea is that women are always trying to trap a nigga and make him stay and like start a family or have a checklist. But I have news for you, bitches. These niggas be trying to jam a bitch up. Okay,
Correct. They be trying to lay their seed and
I want
spread
you to
their
have my
seed.
baby. I'm
Spread
like,
their
and then
seed.
you'd be all confused because the dick is good, and you're like, okay.
Oh, no.
Did you hear what Nick Cannon said?
what is this? What he does when he has sex with people? What?
Well, he was saying that he, JT and Carisha, what's her own? Yeah, Carisha. They were on his podcast or show, and they were like, "You should start wrapping it up." And he was like, "I'm having these babies on purpose." How do you feel about that? Having a bunch.
Well,
of babies
obviously, the woman invited it and agreed to it.
Was it on some Hotep shit the way he said it?
I stopped watching, but I think his idea is like he's like stable. He has enough money to take care of them. But my thing is, you don't have enough hours in the day to take care of all the.
My
like,
thing
to spend time
is
with
he
all
bringing
those
these
kids.
women together to raise all these children together? Do these women get along? Because at the end of the day, he can't possibly father all of them equally and well.
Yeah.
It's not
This nigga think he
possible.
Bob
I don't give a
Marley.
fuck how much money you have. And these niggas really think that paying equals daddy of the year.
Right.
And it doesn't.
It doesn't.
I don't give a fuck if you pay for all their goddamn schools, tuitions, all the babysitters. If you don't show up, it doesn't fucking matter. And even if you try your best to, someone along the way is going to suffer in some capacity. Maybe suffer's dramatic, but yeah, in some way, like, not get all of you, not know all of you. And you're not going to know all of every single one of your children because you're having 8 of them. And do they all even live in the same, like, do they live in the same states? Like, I definitely subscribe to the village, like, you know, coming back to what this month's theme is like, we had someone on at the beginning of the month, Monique Dowdy, and she is, you know, she is intentionally choosing to be a single parent and leaning on the community and the village to help raise her child. And being in Costa Rica and seeing the community around her, I was like, wow, she really does have a community here. People will pick up and help the community. And that's really like, that's how it's been from the beginning. And I fully support her and I support that idea. But unless is he bringing these women together to help support all these children? I don't know.
He may.
But if he's not, then it's super irresponsible to me. It's super irresponsible, and I don't know. Like,
I think about this a lot because there's 5 of us, but we all have different parents.
Or different dads.
So like there's the 2 from my dad, but one is from his first marriage and the other is adopted. So yes, same marriage, same family, but like technically, like lineage wise, like it's not the same. And then my mom had 2 kids on her own, 2 different people, and then me. So like we're all over the place, and like I definitely see there's a difference in the dynamic of people. Like one of my sisters, her dad ain't shit, trash. Other one was kind of like a picture dad, like graduation,
important dates.
Yeah.
Yes, like
showed up at the monumental moment.
Monumental dad, like that. And then my dad was like, he somehow is still with my mother. God bless him. She's a lot. And like they really leaned into him as like a father figure, which I think is amazing. But I always like wonder like, like how weird must that feel? So I really want to go the Kourtney Kardashian route and just have one baby daddy, even if that nigga's trash. Just one baby daddy.
No.
Is that?
No.
No?
Not just so that they have the same dad.
It's not
I know. What if that one baby daddy? I mean, maybe Scott's great. I don't know. I don't watch the Kardashians.
It seems like Scott is doing.
He's not a
great person, but he seems like he's like a leaned in dad.
True.
Seeming like on Instagram is different.
Correct.
Than real life.
Like little girls, when they look at their dads and they see how the women that they date and like how they navigate their life, that affects them too. I mean, it's you can show up. There's so many layers to parenthood and motherhood. Like you can't just throw a check. You can't just show up.
You can't just get one baby daddy and then think it's gonna be good.
Because when you show up,
Right.
like how are you showing up? You know what I mean? And it's like, it's really. I think it's such a gift to be a parent because so many people can't be parents, and I feel like you really should try to be intentional if you're going to do it, if you're going to choose to do it, And
intentional doesn't necessarily mean like, I had a baby with him already. I'm going to do this. I'm pregnant again by him. I'll just do it again. Like it doesn't always look like that. Like if for you, your family, it looks different. You know what I mean? Maybe not perfect, but different.
Right.
And just because like for us, we have babies with someone that it didn't work out with. And if we do decide to have other kids, it's not going to be with that nigga. It's because it didn't work out, and that's okay too. And like maybe this next stepdad will have, some fathering that has to do in this child's life. And I expect that. And maybe they'll have a kid and I'll mother that. Like, I think this idea that, who's the mother and father figure are just like so standard. Like you get married and then you have a baby and then this is perfect. Like it rarely happens that way. And I think as women, we have to be open to it. Like maybe looking differently, or maybe it's just like you platonically parent with your friend, but your babies are cared for, and like maybe the uncle or your friend that's a guy comes through and as the male figure. So it's just more about like, it's not necessarily like this checklist of meet a nigga, fall in love, get married, have a baby, happily ever after. Like sometimes that shit looks different, and there's other people that have to contribute to that village, and people pick up or other people left off. And like obviously our goal is to fall in love and maintain a family and a household, and it be that way, but it's just not always that way.
Well, do you think because you saw your parents, they've grown up with both your parents in the household, like does that make you feel like because you're not ready to have children, right? So you don't feel pressed to do that. But you've had an example of that in your own home. Is there a reason why, or is it just because you're like, I know that that's possible and I'm gonna wait till it feels all the way right? Or
yeah, until it feels right. And I think because like I love my parents, and like they had well, actually technically my dad did do it very conventionally. Like he married this woman, had a kid at 22. That nigga's old, so that was like normal back in the day. And then it didn't work out, and now he's with my mom. But then when I see the dynamic with my mom, and like she tried with the 2 other men and it didn't really work out, like I'm always like, oh my god, it's so awkward. Like I know my sisters are like, ew, like they don't have that dynamic. And so I guess my paranoia is around like, if I mix it up too much, I'm playing roulette.
Yeah,
but who knows?
You're playing roulette either way, girl.
Yeah,
it's
honestly.
roulette. The whole life is roulette.
Life is roulette.
There isn't like one way of doing it.
So scary.
And I guess that's what the tribe thing is about too. Like you basically alluded to this. Like, okay, fine. Like maybe baby daddy is like, ugh, but then you might have like uncle blah 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 or godfather or this or that or other people that can kind of like help aid in that.
For sure.
Wait, how old are you guys again?
28. 25.
Wait,
I'm like, are you telling the truth? I'm looking at you.
Girl,
like, are you going to tell the truth or are you going to lie?
I'm 28.
You can't lie.
why would you lie about being 28?
No, it's just like an inside joke. I've been saying I was 25 for a long time.
Like the past 3 years, that, like it's not really.
I'm 28.
Math isn't mathing. I am 28. I'll be 29 very soon. Leo gang.
Wait, so tell me before we got into all this, I wanted to know how you guys met. How did you guys meet? So you met in high school, and
We met in high school. I was at boarding school, and she was like a wild New York City.
You were at
girl.
boarding school?
Yes.
You look like you'd be at boarding school.
Right.
We look like boarding school.
You know what? I just got a flashback.
Not just you, me too. People would think I was at boarding school too.
Well, I mean, also the first time we recorded with this bitch on Zoom.
Yeah, she had glasses on.
She shows up in sunglasses. I'm like, you're in the
Literally,
house.
she rolled up to the Zoom with.
She was like, these like sunglasses on. She's like,
hey, and I was like, so you're just gonna keep those sunglasses?
and she did.
Hi.
She did. She
kept
She
it on
wore
from
them
it.
the whole. Of course, it's
I know. I was like,
boarding
it's coming
school.
out again.
Yeah, you're gorgeous. I
So-
still see it.
coming out
Jamila's
to say
shirts
hello.
aggressively fight. Her nipples aggressively fight clothing. Like they literally like
They want to
"Fuck
be
you."
free.
They do.
Yeah.
They do.
Okay, so I was coming home from like a break. Anyways, I started dating a New York boy, her friend, and we became friends.
Yeah. I think he was like, you need to meet her. She's really cool. She's from Brooklyn, but doesn't live here. And like, you know, take her out on the town. And so I was like, sure.
Yeah, and like the day I lost the day he thinks I lost my virginity at his house, she was also sleeping over, so
was
she
just
was
hanging
there. So yeah.
At what point did you ever confess to him that?
No.
Okay.
I mean, he probably knows by now. But like the story
Maybe.
of like my
He
first
actually listens to
boyfriend.
you guys, so he'll definitely know now.
Oh great.
Oh, shit, well.
Mark, it wasn't you. So my
Fucking Maury, you are not the father.
I think that like that story just like sounded nicer. Like my high school boyfriend.
yeah.
We went to prom together.
Oh my god, we recently did a whole.
I know.
Yeah. So yeah, same.
Yeah,
Yeah.
didn't you guys?
You lied too, right?
Yeah, I did.
Virginity stories? You guys told virginity stories recently.
How did you guys? So how did you lose your virginity? Sean?
In real life.
I lost my virginity to someone that everyone used to call Spanish J.
You lost your virginity to Spanish Jay?
Yeah.
Wait, you know Spanish Jay?
Everybody used to know Spanish Jay. He used to be dancing. like,
Wait, and you just
body
found out?
rolling. I didn't know it was Spanish Jay.
Correct. I
That's hilarious. But cool.
think now I said his name. I don't want to be like
No,
Nobody.
they
Spanish
don't know
J
Spanish
is not
Jay.
a
They don't
name,
know Spanish
bitch.
Jay.
Damn. Now I said it's government. Spanish J is
everyone
not
knows who he is because
I mean, people know Spanish
my
Jay,
thing is like
but-
I'm still very unsure on his sexual orientation and like that's not my business.
That's why I'm so shocked.
Chelsea said he'd be body
right.
rolling.
Right, like listen, no one's a 0, no one's a 10,
Not body
but
rolling.
like he gives like right
right in this middle.
in the middle.
4.5.
Yeah.
He's fluid.
Yeah, so like but yeah,
he's comfortable with his
I'm
femininity.
impulsive. I don't know like what you all signs are, but I'm like very into
I think we did this. Wait, that's
Scorpio.
Scorpio. She's a Cancer.
Cancer, yes.
Capricorn.
Leo gang. But I think my Gemini rising makes me actually very impulsive.
Oh my god, that's me. That's my Gemini too. Because bitch be like, okay, all right. You want to go to space and go to Mars? Okay, I'll jump on the spaceship.
What time we going? Let me move this meeting.
I got shit to do.
What's your job? I'll do that. And I think at the time I was like, I just want to lose my virginity. Like, everyone's making such a big deal about this.
Let's get out of the way.
Did Spanish Jay know that he was taking your virginity?
Yeah, I think so. Like, he lived on the Upper West Side. I like went up there to his place and like, you know, we did it and I was like, well, this is underwhelming as fuck. But then the second time I fucked this Dominican guy uptown, like 145th, like Dominican guy. Now that was a different story. His dick was big as fuck. And that's when my cherry actually popped.
So you bled.
So I don't know what we want to call the first time, like doing the do, and the first time if we're considering the
bloody show
breaking, then that's the real time. So I guess I have two.
It's whenever you say you lost it.
I was 13 with the Spanish J, and then maybe 14 with Big Dick Dominican. Yeah.
So that's about the same as me.
Spanish J. Wow.
Yeah. I can't believe you didn't know that.
No, maybe you did tell me that.
I wonder if Big Dick Dominican's dick is still big now. Only because when you're like 14, like you be thinking shit is big. You revisit that, you be like, nigga.
Oh, I see. Big. I was like,
no,
my dick shrink.
What happened?
I be wondering that because I will like, you know, you think like, man, when I think about like your best sexual experiences as a teenager or like what you hold as like the best ones at that time, and then I think back like, was that actually?
No, I think the dicks are big. I think your perception is right. All the dicks that I thought were big in high school are still big in adulthood. However, is the sex good is a difference.
Yeah,
right.
No, that was like in a school hallway and like
probably
bent over.
A lot of
like,
just pumping.
Pump.
Yeah, a lot of pumping.
Yeah. Speaking of big dick, did you guys watch Sex Life?
Not yet, but can we watch it tonight?
Okay, we're watching it.
Okay, just keep your eyes open on episode 3. Don't blink.
Eyes open on episode.
Are you in it?
No, but a big dick is.
I was like, is it the Big Dick Dominican? Is it Big Dick Dominican?
It's all coming full circle.
Oh my god!
Yeah, I'm gonna watch that. I tried to watch that with this guy I'm seeing, but then
he didn't want to see Big Dick Dominican's dick.
There's so many stories. Life is coming at me fast.
I know you're getting very wild.
When was the last time y'all caught up? Y'all ain't been in the Black Girl texting chat room?
She's been like dating now and like a lot of
different guys.
Different things.
She squirted.
I squirted.
Hey, welcome.
But then I was like, fuck. If the other guy listens, he's gonna know
it wasn't him.
It wasn't him.
Are they nosy like that? Niggas be nosy.
They be nosy. Niggas be listening to this podcast.
They want to know if you're talking about them.
And they can manipulate you if they like listen.
They try
it's very sick.
But the thing is, I think, I don't know. God, I kind of told him like, so we have this joke because he's very good friends with one of my other friends. And so when he comes out, he's like with the girls and like they're all my homies and we're all homies. And so he's like, damn, you got like a harem of bitches, because it'll be like me and like 3 other girls and we're kind of like bopping around and like I'll be like, what do you need? What do you girls need? What's going on? And he's like, damn, like you be taking care of your harem, whatever. And so I was like, you're the only nigga in the harem.
Liar.
Technically, in that harem, he is the only nigga
that day.
But I don't know if he took that as like, I'm only fucking you, because that's a lie.
Okay, he better.
Well, he better relax.
Relax. You got a whole ass conversation
That is
that
not
needs
what
to
I
happen,
said.
not
Right.
an assumption.
Are you crying thinking about his dick?
No,
Why are your
does
eyes
she
so
always
watery?
say that I'm crying?
Your eyes are literally watering.
Are my eyes watering?
They look a little watery, actually.
Okay, well, I have big eyes. I don't know what to tell you.
I definitely didn't think you were crying over.
She cries randomly. You would think she's the
says this
cancer.
all the time.
maybe we're the same person. I'm like, do we again?
I know, girl. Okay, like lift it up.
Or just let it be free, whatever.
No, because then we have to. Then we're about to like our Instagram is about to get deleted at any moment
Because of my nipple.
Like, not even because your nipple, just everything. They just fucking hate us. Instagram hates moms, honestly.
Instagram
Especially
hates
black
mom. Oh, breastfeeding.
No, they hate
black moms.
smoking, nude posting moms.
Got it.
Yeah, I mean they do. But anyways, Instagram. Okay, so my virginity story. I was in Spain and I went to
Oh, right, this is the real one. I was like, no, bitch, we was in Coney Island.
I'm like, Spain. This is already so sexy.
How old were you?
Mine was in the backyard.
Right.
I was 16
Wow.
in Spain, and we like went to a party.
Just
and
like a Capricorn, it was curated.
It's curated virginity.
It wasn't.
16
I
and I was-
literally didn't tell anyone that I had lost my virginity. Like I told no one for like years. Anyway, so we went to this like abandoned house place, and this guy Dogus Johansson, he was from Switzerland or
Sounds
what?
hot.
Johansson, you know,
Wow, the colonizer took
Dogus.
your virginity.
He was
No,
white.
it was a white man.
Yeah. That's why you didn't tell anybody
And it
for
was
years.
terrible. I was like, what is happening?
On the flip side, you figured you're in Spain, fuck it, you know?
Well, you know,
was wildin'.
the key elements sound really sexy though, like Doges, Spain,
The key, yeah.
virginity. Was it summer? Like,
But the fact that what was traumatizing about it was that I literally told no one.
but wait, okay. So why was it so bad? Was it what was so terrible?
I don't want to lose it that way to some random guy.
It
why'd you
means
do it? So then why'd you do it?
nothing.
Why'd you do it?
16 and dumb.
When you're 16, it's not a why.
Dumb shit at 16.
For sure. I just thought, I'm like, did you say no?
I was
Like,
drunk. It was like my first time drinking was like in Spain, really.
it doesn't count.
Taking you under my wing much sooner.
It doesn't
I know.
count.
I know it doesn't count.
Doesn't count.
You'd have been ready.
I barely even felt it. I was like, is my vagina too big or something?
Have you had sex with a white since then?
Yeah, with a white? Yeah.
With a white.
I have.
I call him with the white.
I felt that way once too. I remember, I'll never forget. Actually, I don't want to say his name because someone will know, but not because he's anyone, but just someone from my high school will be like, she talked about you. But there was this one Filipino guy at my high school.
Well, I don't know.
Cute.
There was a few, but he was one of them. And I had sex with him, and I remember like riding him, and like it just could not stay in. And then we tried to switch positions, and still I was like, what the fuck? And I was like, is it me? Is my vagina too big? Like, am I loose? It just keeps falling out. Like, what is happening? Yeah, I mean, I had no idea that.
I've had a similar
Had a
experience.
micropene?
Yeah, I didn't
I
realize
asked him if it was in, and that didn't really help.
That's mean.
I genuinely, he was on top of me, and you know how sometimes they're like,
Trying to figure it out.
yeah. I was like, is it in? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, you know this person too. I was like, I gotta go.
Oh, I think I know who it is.
Yeah.
You know we're not allowed to body shame because we're sex positive.
We are sex positive, and if you like that size dick, and
small
that's for
dicks
you,
get love too, and they deserve it.
We recently went to the nude beach here in Jersey, and it was fucking great. But first I was like being respectful, and then Erica was like, there's way more uncircumcised dicks than I thought. And I was like, bitch, are you looking? And then so I couldn't stop looking. So I was just like looking at the dicks. And then I was like,
How would you? I don't understand how you weren't looking.
I was not being rude. I was
Rude.
I was
It's just like
What?
hey.
That's like all I would be looking at.
You know, just managing my business. But then when I did start to look, I was like, wow, that is a very little. Is that a vagina?
not is that a vagina.
Okay, if you want to see something crazy, it's literally on YouTube. Go to it's Howard Stern micro penis contest.
Oh no! I think I've seen this. Oh no!
There's penises that look like vaginas.
Yeah, like it's really heavy lappage around the penis.
Yeah.
I mean, whatever works for you, right? I mean,
Yeah, whatever works. Maybe it feels great.
Here comes Gwendolyn.
she come.
Be there at 550, give or take.
550. Great.
she's got off that job that they love her there.
They love Gwendolyn.
She's so.
She's not listening to
good
Sade.
employee.
Right.
Yikes. So I was looking up. I've just been researching like friendships and stuff, and apparently, you guys, I didn't know this, but there are 4 types of friendship styles.
Oh.
4 specifically. That's what the psychologist said. So it has to be true, and also Google. So
I trust it.
I wanted to read them too because I wanted to see what kind of friendship style you guys think you have. The first one is a discerning friendship style. These are people with a few very close friends. Emotional closeness is high. The friendship tend to have lasted a long time, and these folks are less likely to form new friendships in mid to late life.
Wait, what are they called?
This is a discerning friendship.
Okay.
So basically, you made your friends a long time ago. You don't really fuck with new niggas.
That's the friend that's like, who's that?
Y'all are very, very
No
close.
new friends.
Like, who are you hanging out with now?
Number 2 is the independent friendship style, and those with an independent style don't maintain that many friendships either, but they're also less likely to be emotionally close to the friends they have. They're content to socialize casually. Often their friendships are circumstantial, formed with people they know from school, work, neighbors, but not maintained if circumstances change. Okay. So she's not like a bitch.
I'm like an opportunist friend.
Yeah.
Wait, she's not like
only for a particular reason.
No offense, if you're
I think I have a little of that. I think I have elements of that. I'll unpack that.
The third one is selectively acquisitive friendship style. These are the people who are out there meeting new people all the time. Some in their circle are intimate friends. Some are much more casual, but they are all thought of as friends. Acquisitive people also tend to have friendships of varied duration. Some last decades, others are more fleeting and circumstantial. Selectively acquisitive people, however, are somewhat choosy about which friendships they maintain over longer periods of time as compared to unconditionally acquisitive people. So yeah, it means like you make a lot of friends, but they can come, they go. Who cares?
That's conditional or unconditional?
Who cares?
That is selectively acquisitive.
Selectively acquisitive. Okay.
And then the last one is unconditionally acquisitive friendship style. This group has the largest number of friends of the 4 types. Although the emotional closeness differs friend to friend, it is on average relatively low. There is also a wide range of friendship duration in this group. Overall, this group is more about socializing than emotional support. So, are you an unconditional acquisitive? Meaning, I think that means that basically you have a lot of friends, but no one's that close, but you're friendly as fuck. Selectively means you're friendly as fuck, but like you don't need to keep everyone, but you do like are close to certain people. Independent means, I don't know, you kind of just don't really fuck with nobody. You just like go to work, they're your friends, then you're not at work, they ain't your friends. And then discerning is...
You only made friends in kindergarten, and after that,
yeah.
It's a wrap.
Why do they all suck?
They're all not the best, but I guess they're realistic. I mean, the reason why I said the second one, the independent, is because I do get close with people like at work, and then like there are some where it's just like, all right, I don't work here no more.
Stop calling me.
It's done.
Yeah, and it's not necessarily like after work we are always hanging out. Like I have the work friends that it's like, let's go grab a drink, but like you ain't my nigga. Like I ain't gonna tell you like
all my business.
You're not gonna call me Sade. Like at work people call me by a
They don't
different
know
name.
her real name.
Yeah,
What?
they call me by my first name, but it's like a nickname play on my first name.
Oh,
so
I feel like I don't even know you.
right.
The fuck?
Perfect.
Exactly. So like it's like they don't even get past like knowing like how my
Your name.
niggas call me, right? But like we cool, we go grab a drink, whatever. And then like if I move on to another job, it's like it's been fun, bye. But like what's wrong with that?
No, I agree.
I guess it's like a closer acquaintance.
Yeah.
Like I guess you wouldn't call them a friend.
I am none of those.
You're
What
none
do
of
you-
those.
Well, the
They're all
psychologist said there's only 4, so pick one.
Well, she needs to go back to school because I think that's incorrect. They all sound so bad.
So
which one would you all
I think
be?
that I'm selectively acquisitive. Like I like this says I'm
That's the
meeting
one with
new-
no friends.
No, it's when I'm meeting people and some are intimate friends and some are more casual.
Okay, I think maybe I'm that.
Yeah.
I'm
That
the
one
third
too.
one.
That's the third one.
Okay, I'm the third one.
And I'm choosy about which ones I want to maintain, and I
Okay.
am because I'd be like, oh, I like that bitch. You know, she's cool. Like on Tuesdays.
I've gotten better with being more choosy as I've gotten older. Because before I'm like, we met for like literally, I'm the type of person. If we pass like briefly talk to somebody in like a crowd, I'm like, oh my god, it's such a good time too. Like if I walk away and I'm like, oh, take my Instagram, even if I don't ever message them again, I'm like, what if I'm supposed to be friends with them? Man, I didn't say bye. Like, oh my, that's how I think. Like,
Wow.
is that supposed to be my friend?
I have no concept of what that feels like at all.
I'm a
I
friendly
never am
ass bitch.
like, damn. Maybe if like a nigga. Does that sad?
Okay, like
Damn, let's
It's so
unpack
sad.
that.
I'd be like, maybe that nigga's supposed to be my husband. I didn't give him my number.
Well, we had a friendship coach on, and she was incredible. Actually, if you're doing
yes,
like
you
a
guys should have her
friend
on.
month, you should definitely have her on.
She
But
might be a little like, whoa, this is a rodeo.
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all a little wild, but
But she
Oh,
was
she'll have a
talking.
good time. Oh, is she very square?
bitch, y'all are wild. You can't.
No, I'm good.
Your nipple is wild.
Can you put the pillow over it so we don't have to do editing and things?
We're gonna have to put a little smiley.
Like
Can
so
you
many
just
smileys and stars.
Hold the pillow. Just hold it.
Okay, I think it's in now.
It's in.
I don't think
the
so.
couch.
The couch looked like that like 10 times.
Yeah, if you stay seated like this.
Okay, so with your friends, I know it's probably different with you two because you're like, you know, two peas in a pod. But with your other friends, when you get into like issue, do you like deal with it? Like, are you like, hey, let's talk? Or is it just like, I'm not fucking you, you're just a friend, so moving on, you're cut off?
No, it's not moving on, cut off.
Okay.
I definitely am going to deal with it, but I'll probably wait a little while to like see how I should deal with it. Sometimes I can be passive aggressive. And then eventually I'll have to say something because I know I'm being a bitch. But I definitely would never just cut off a friend without having a conversation.
Okay.
And if I do cut you off, I'm going to tell you I'm cutting you off. I'm pretty like open about the cutoff.
Yeah, I'm really bad at that.
So if I cared about you, like if it's casual, whatever. But I've literally had a conversation with a girl, we know her, and I was just like, I don't have any interest in being your friend.
The one
That's how you said it?
who we met through, kind of. Okay.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You said it like that though?
Yeah, I was like, we don't really have mutual interests. We don't have a lot in common. You're just not my type of person. So
Was there like did something happen or
there was a few things happen that
Okay.
I was just like, and it wasn't like anything terrible, but it was just like, she kept calling me and wanting to hang out. I was like, I just need to tell this bitch.
This is also
that I
someone
don't
who we know has also, like, I know two other separate friends who have also cut the same bitch off with like the same directness. It's obviously this bitch.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. It's her. Yeah, it's her. But
Is there any guilt? Like maybe she's traumatized.
I didn't feel guilt because I felt like I was ethical about it.
Yeah, at least you
like
said it.
like I didn't ghost her. I felt like wow, I really was mature about it.
How about in your inner, like, because obviously you guys work together, you're very, very close friends. So like between the three of you, would you guys would you say it's easy to directly like address issues? Because like that's not something we're taught in friendships. You know what I mean? Like conflict is not like conflict resolution is what they teach in corporate,
Right.
but not like in your personal life. And sometimes you get so close to people, you don't know how to go about conflict, or you really forget to like love on them or show them affection because you're just like, yeah, but she's my friend. You know what I mean?
But you will fucking love on and resolve a conflict with a man real quick. But with your friends, you'd be like, fuck her.
Yeah. And that's, to me, that's a problem.
Yeah.
But I do it, but it's a problem. No, when we get into shit, we've like cussed each other out.
Yeah.
But we've like known each other for a long time. So it's like, it's probably not good to do that. And afterwards, I always apologize.
Are you saying that I don't?
I usually do it first. And you do it second.
That's
Or
crazy.
do you do it
possible.
first? No,
I don't
do
know.
it first. I do it first.
That's the Leo.
I can't lie. You probably do.
But I'm just like, I'm sorry that I called you a dumb ass bitch. I don't mean that.
Yeah.
I was just really frustrated in the moment because of XYZ.
But you know what? You do, but I'm also like, yeah, you call me a dumbass bitch, like whatever.
Yeah, because she doesn't care. Versus me, I will like hold on to it for
I'm like,
years.
I could have been I probably said something real nasty and you needed to curse me out and we just gonna keep it moving.
Right.
Yeah. And then Glenn is like, same. You can tell her, sorry, I called you a dumbass
Yeah.
bitch.
Glenn is in the middle. We all have like different dynamics, but like I'd say, I don't know. Glenn is usually so quiet. And then it's like, are you mad? Are you not mad? What the fuck is happening? Like,
Yeah.
I feel like we probably had to be like, what's happening?
Yeah.
Many times.
Yeah.
But
I do want to be better about like recognizing like the positive things. Like I'll say it here, like on Father's Day when you texted me because my father died and like that meant so much to me. But I never like said that.
Right.
And that's what I was telling her. Like, I think so often, like, we don't like tell our friends, like, I love you. And we don't tell them like the things that we appreciate about one another. We just assume that they're known.
Yep.
And like, I feel like it's really important. It's been a practice for me because for me, like, I haven't always been like, I guess a girl's girl in ways. I've had, obviously, I feel like I've always had female friends for sure. But there was like a level of boundary that I always put up a little bit,
Same.
that I was like, don't touch me, please. Yeah, don't touch me. Like,
Wait,
especially
why?
that.
What
Like,
do you think that's from?
I don't know. I just really felt uncomfortable with women touching me. Like I have a friend, or girls. Like my friend Stephanie, she's like such a lover and like so affectionate. And I remember in high school, like I would be like, she's so fucking weird. Like why is she always touching people and me? Like you're crossing my boundaries. And I was like, what is this fucking weird boundary? Like, did she like? There's no trauma from her here. Like, and also there's really no trauma in that space, I think. But like, I don't know. And I've had to work through that. And I think honestly having a daughter has really helped me heal whatever that a lot of whatever that was for me with women and femininity and I guess affection.
Damn, maybe I need a daughter or a therapist because I feel the exact same way. Like I have like an affectionate issue. Like I don't really touch people or like, and I have this new friend, Gabby, shout out to her. She always says, I love you. She always hugs me and it feels good. It's not like I feel grossed out. I just like feel like I freeze.
Like,
I don't really like. Am I supposed to say it back?
Yeah.
Am I supposed to like hug, pull you tighter? Like it's very strange. Like during her bachelorette, she like told me all this like sweet stuff, how much she loves me, and I was like, "Are you on Molly? Are you on drugs? She's like, "No, bitch. Like I just fucking love you," and it was so weird. But anyways, the point of that was when I have children, I want them to be affectionate. So I'm like, I need to fix whatever this is because I want to model it for them, but it wasn't modeled for me, so I don't know how to do it.
It's a practice. It really is. It's a practice. I mean, it's definitely a practice for me too in my friendships and like checking in with my friends and making sure that I'm like, you know, being kind to them because I know that I can be very like.
Same.
You know, and like me and Jamila, we've been together for literally like 16 days straight.
It's crazy.
And like I
more than that. We've been in Costa Rica for 2 weeks and we're about to come up on our 3rd week.
Oh my goodness. And like, traveling, that's like, that's a lot.
And it's like we're getting on each other's nerves and it's like, but me, like the thing about us is like we're not gonna curse each other out. We're just gonna like be like, okay. Like, or,
all right, bye.
Or I'm just gonna be like, I'll be back.
Well, I feel like you can't curse out of cancer. Then you're just like a demon person.
You can't curse out of cancer. You can curse.
She probably would be better at cursing me out than I would be at her.
Really?
I'm a Scorpio, but I'm more like an energy vamp. Like I will fuck you up with my energy, but like she will fuck you up with her words. Like she's really quick with it. She's quick with the words. I'd be like, sometimes she'll be going off on like someone else about someone else. I'm like, damn, that was really good. God damn. Like shit, I didn't have that in me.
I like that you know that about yourself. I think that helps too, right? Like, I'm terrible with confrontation. I like can't do it. But if you force me to confront it, wow, it's very similar to my sex life.
But I feel like with you, like when someone confronts you, it's like you run away from them versus like hearing what they're saying and making the shift.
You do?
Yes. I think you're getting better at it since you've started therapy, though.
Oh, okay. No, because I feel like if you present the problem to me, then at least I can be like, okay, fine, yeah. Maybe I don't immediately receive it, but I can sit on it. But like, I will never be the first person to bring it up. I'm like, ooh, like yeah.
But you know what? On the contrary, I have a Leo best friend who could literally curse me out, and then 5 minutes later, I'm like, you want to go get a drink? You want to hit this blunt? I'm like, and it's fine. But I have another Capricorn best friend who oddly will not say shit and like wait like 4 years. And I'm like, bitch, are we even friends? Like, why the fuck are you, like, what the fuck are you talking about? And it just like started to irritate me about her. Like, I don't really like confrontation either, but I'm even learning about myself as a woman. Like, I am very sensitive. I know I get defensive, but also like even for myself, I'll hold on to some shit for years. Mm-hmm. But I'm like, bitch, you need to, if it's gonna bother you that much, you're gonna remember it 2 years from now, you need to say it the fuck right now. Yeah. But like sometimes like, I don't know what it is about just saying like, hey girl, you said something to me the other day that hurt my feelings. You said something to me the other day that hurt my feelings actually. But I didn't tell you. I've been holding on it for 2 days.
What did I say?
Can we fix it now? Come on.
No, we can't.
Let's deal with it.
The other day, 2 days ago, 48 hours ago, you said, well, I was like, what was I? Oh, I was about to go somewhere with my friend. And then she was like, you need to stay, like, don't be like your baby daddy. Like you say your baby daddy is and just drop her off. And I was like, don't ever get married to my baby daddy. But inside I was like, but I didn't say anything for 2 days because obviously I know she loves me and I know everything she says to me is because she's like,
but it hurt your feelings.
She was looking out for me and looking out for my kid and like always has my best interest in mind. But I'm like, as a woman, as a like person, what the fuck about my grown ass 33-year-old ass? And I'm not like, bitch, that hurt my feelings. But Erica is good at what she will do if she says something, even if I'm not even thinking about it. She'll be like, I'm sorry that I said this to you. I apologize.
That's good.
And I'm like, thank you.
Well, and I'm sorry that I said that because I know that that wasn't a good comparison at the time. And like, I think me and her had been like off of like this trip of like, we've both had these intense interactions with our children's father, and we had just gotten our kids back, and like I was just feeling like everything was like very sensitive to me, and like I just was like on edge. And so I'm sorry that I said that to you, and I wasn't saying that wasn't the right comparison, but I really was saying that in love.
No, I know. And I know that. And
concern for for Luna, because I love her so much and she's always can come with me.
I know.
You know,
I know
that was it. But it wasn't the right way. And I know myself. I know when I do it and I'm like, I was wrong. But I was like, then I'm like, I have to say something. I'm like, maybe she didn't notice. Maybe she didn't notice I was being a bitch.
I know. And it's just like the different conflict. That's, oh my God. This is so good.
Well, speaking of this, because I wanted to ask you guys some questions.
Yes.
About, and just like, I feel like these are conversations too that like are uncomfortable, right? Like that we don't always have with our friends, and we don't ask these certain questions because we're like, oh, like they're uncomfortable. I don't want her to get upset. And it's like, but we want to like sit in front of, our partners and men, and we want to dig deep.
And we want to nerd, and we want to dig
when they
deep
don't do
and
that.
shit.
And we're so willing.
Better, I don't do this with niggas either.
Okay. You're a liar.
No. That was my biggest issue with my ex. He was like, you just like right before we broke up, he did some stupid shit. I couldn't even do it. I was like, I grabbed my shit. I was like, I'm leaving. And he was like on the floor, like, no, leave, please. And I was like, I don't want to talk to you. He was like, what is the issue? I was like, fuck you. And I just like couldn't even like sit and unpack it because I was just like, I can't.
I can't.
I feel like that's because you had enough though. But I feel like, I feel like you do it more with men than you do with
Yes,
women.
but we all do.
No,
That's the fucked up thing.
It's more of the second chances, but less of me being like vocal about my frustrations. And so he's always like, I cannot read your mind, Sade. And I'm like, why?
Right.
Try again.
Why can't you?
Pretty
read my
fucking
mind?
obvious.
How long have you known me? You should be able to read my
You
mind
should know
by
that
now.
you're on some fuck shit, and that's why I'm mad. And I don't even need to tell your bitch ass.
But it's so necessary as women and as like human beings that we can like even to say that to Erica. It's like I had to first recognize that it triggered me.
Yes.
And then like work. You know what I mean? Like a lot of times, or that shit made me uncomfortable, or that like I had an ex-boyfriend. And I was going through something, and I told him on the phone, like, I'm so mad, like something with my mom that was so personal. But then, like, later that night, he came to pick me up, and he was like, let's talk. And I was like, I don't want to talk. But it was like, I told this nigga about my problem, and now he wants to talk about it because that's what you do in relationships. But I had to deal with myself that I am a very touchy, cuddly, I love you person. But, like, sometimes when it comes to really digging deep about my own shit, I'll dig deep into your shit all day. I'll love on you. You need a cuddle. But when it comes to me, I'm not that comfortable about like addressing my feelings, but it's just a strange thing because I thought that was something I was good at because I'm good at it with other people. So it's just like being self-aware is such a to be self-aware in your like platonic friendships with your girlfriends and in your love relationships and with yourself is the only way that you can like actually improve as a human being.
I have a question, and I might fuck your whole shit up because I see you holding your phone like you're ready for like the thing.
I'm not.
Okay,
I'm over here. I'm like, should I? I don't know.
Cool. Okay. I'm gonna ask my question, and I want to get to your point. Okay. Is this too personal? Do you beat your kids?
Not beat. When you put it like
good
that.
question.
Do I spank my child? Yes, I have. I've definitely spanked my child.
Spank versus beat. That's because I got beat, not
beat.
spank.
Okay, what's the difference? Like closed fist, open hand. Like that's the difference. Is that the difference between? Because my daughters beat me, and I definitely hit her back. Because I told her, I said, don't ever hit me unless you want to get hit back. Period.
That's
just life, and that's just life in general.
That's 100% valid.
Have I spanked her? Yes, I have. I know like there's people that are like anti-hitting kids, and I support that as well. But I'm a black woman. I'm a black mother, and
Don't say that.
I'm just saying. I'm not saying it's the black way, but these are the ways. Like my father, I was fearful of my father because all he had to do was whoop my ass one time, and I was like, oh no.
Okay, but that's the
fear is the way. But and I don't necessarily think fear is the way. That's not how I want my daughter to navigate in our relationship. But there is a level of respect, and these kids be wiling the fuck out, and there is no reasoning with a 3-year-old who's having a fucking meltdown at the mall in front of everyone for the 400th time, and I'm tired and I haven't slept because you were up all night.
Yeah.
And like moms lose their shit sometimes.
Absolutely. Yeah. I understand that, but I think a lot of and I've talked to my therapist about this, so this is like nothing new, but I think a lot of my challenges with emoting and like handling conflict was like the minute I got frustrated and something happened, my mom was just like beating my ass. So I wasn't able to be like, well, Mom, I'm upset because of this. I'm feeling this. And so it was, and listen, she already knows vibes. She came from a crazy ass family herself. So like, it's just like one of those things where I realized that not only impacts your relationship with your parents, your friends, your loved ones, where it's like, I feel like a lot of times I wasn't given like your voice didn't matter. Correct. Right. Mm-hmm. And it was just like, what are you crying for?
Or that practice.
I'll give you a reason to cry.
Yeah, and I was like, my nigga, I'm already crying. And I'm not even talking about it. This shit is fucking crazy.
Yeah.
And so I talked to my therapist about this a lot because I'm like, yo, I have such a hard time like even identifying those emotions because it was like, I feel like so stunted. And that shit is fucking hard. And that's why
Which is my point. I feel like you like being around people that only give you the happy emotion all the time. Like if they give any challenge, like, oh, I'm confronting you because of this, you like run away from them.
Nope, not my vibe.
Yeah, too much feelings.
I wonder if that's connected. I have Pamela tomorrow.
I mean, I say this all the time. I'm like, the childhood trauma coming out in adulthood is real, and like, I did get beat. But like not all the time. I got ignored a lot, and I gotta like, oh, you're okay, shut the fuck up. And like that was just like the way we communicated in our family, and so that probably is the reason why I'm emotional and shit, but I'm not necessarily super expressive about my emotions. Like I'll talk all day with you and get deep, but it doesn't have to be like necessarily emotionally deep about myself. But like I'm realizing, and shout out to Jessica Rose because she's big on like the not hitting your kids, and I totally understand that. And like for obvious reasons, you can't just go like shut the fuck up. You know, like can't do that at work, can't do that at McDonald's. You just can't be beating people. And I've definitely spanked my kid, and I noticed early like, damn, if I don't do it really hard, she's not phased. But as she
also it hurts you more than it hurts them half the time.
And as she gets older, and I'm like, I birthed a black child. Why are you acting Caucasian? This is not what I fucking signed up for. Like one time she went in a room, like was kicking the door, like no. I was like, who in the fuck?
Where do they get that from? Do you think they see it on TV?
I think Friends, TV, like all of the above, and
just the spirit.
And then
the
like,
Holy Ghost.
Let's see what happens. How bad can she beat me? And I've realized, like, just like a pop, she don't really give a fuck. I'll be like, I gotta really abuse you. If I'm gonna do it, I gotta go there, huh? You really gonna make a bitch try it? But like as I get older, like as she gets older, I'm just like trying not, because I'm very impatient. I told Eric on the way out here, I'm like, they were talking. They're just like singing off key for like 20 minutes straight. I'm like, I can't. It literally drives me nuts. I'm like, what the fuck do you have to be so loud for? Like, so irritating. But I'm like, bitch, you need patience and you need to calm down, you know? Like, and I'm like trying to talk myself down, but also like you have to give your kids space to communicate and to feel. But also like you could do all that, but shit's not gonna happen. You just won't get shit. And I try to tell them like, because we spoiled the fuck out of our kids. Like our kids just flew out here together. They're in camp. They're in cinema camp and shit. Like they are free children, but also like it's hard to it's hard to discipline and also not hit. I don't recommend it, but good luck.
Yeah. Oof. I didn't really. I got like 3 beatings.
Oh, girl. I used to lock myself in the bathroom because I was like, I'm about to get fucked up.
You were a different kind of kid, though. You would talk back. I mean, not saying you deserved it, but you talk differently than I would speak to my mom.
Well, yes. But my mom,
you were spicy.
I was spicy. I think one day I said to my mom, cause my mom was beating me as a teenager. I was like, this is the ghetto. You need to stop. And I was like, you need to use your words. And she was like, what did you say? And I was like, use your words. Like, what is
that? Probably pissed her off more.
I'm like, why are we low-key fighting? What is happening? Like, I'm 16 years old. I'm finna leave.
I remember being that way. Like, I will beat you up. Like, I told her, like, my natural instinct is to hit you back. So good luck.
That happened once.
I told my mom that. I'm like, you realize, like, if you hit me, I'm gonna hit you back.
Yeah, at a certain age, yeah.
You gotta chill.
Gotta give it up.
She did beat my ass.
Give it a rest.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've had a tussle or two.
I'm embarrassed. This is very ghetto. I am embarrassed to admit that I have fought my mom, like, in adulthood, like, more than once, twice specifically. She beat my ass both times.
You're a small woman.
She's not that much bigger than me. She's definitely done that
She's not.
Tybo.
She has that mommy power.
She's that Tybo. She's been doing Tybo for
her mom would be working out. Your mom can outrun you any day.
I'm like,
She beat her ass.
Look, her mom would be up. I'd be up the personal trainer. Her mom would be up next. And I was like, where's Jamila? She was like, I don't know. I'm like, your mom was up at 7 a.m. working out, okay?
but I never want that. Like, I never want to be a grown out. I mean, I'm already a grown out woman, but learn to be grown, and we're fucking so in the ghetto that we're fighting each other.
We've got to get out of the ghetto.
We've got to heal.
We're
like,
breaking the cycle.
We have to. And here we are confronting our friendship issues on fucking microphone.
I love it. It's so beautiful.
I love it too. Oh my gosh. Thank you, ladies, for coming on the pod.
Yeah.
I think this is Gwendolyn's bitch ass.
Oh,
Look who decided to join us.
Gwendolyn.
She's going to be employee of the month because she won't listen to Sade.
Employee of the month. Or can we do the tarot card thing?
Well, I think we're going to do it later.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I did want to
I was
ask.
excited about that.
I did last time. I don't know, when you came on our show, you guys had such a wonderful, memorable, beautiful horse story. Oh, wait, was it you two?
Yeah.
The train.
The train, but that nobody.
Oh, or was that Glenn?
Y'all had to skier.
Oh, we told both.
Okay, tell a host story. You've had a few recently.
So, like, I want a new one. First of all, I feel like me and Sade should never hang out unsupervised.
Ever.
I'd be like, where are you guys? Like, we just came to Spain. We met a guy on the train, and he said, come with him.
Oh, Lord.
now
Me
we're
and
in
Chelsea
Spain.
are going to be like, where are these bitches at? Like, we have to go save them.
Okay, a whole story. Well, one I just told, the squirting story. So I feel like, should I retell? I have one from like 2 days ago.
Oh, yeah. Share it. We love freshies.
Freshies. Okay. So I've been seeing this guy, and it's been going pretty nice, and we were all hanging out. Glenn was actually with us, and I was like, let's go back to my place to watch a movie. Whole time I was ready to trap that nigga in my crib. And so Glenn had to get something, and he like carried her AC into her apartment. So sweet.
Gentleman.
Such a gentleman. And then she was like, so like, do you still want me to come watch a movie with you? And I was like, oh, well, I know, like, you're home, and like, you know, you probably don't really want to. And she was like, I mean, I can. And I was like, no, I want you to be comfortable. But at the same time, I was trying not to look like a fiend, but I was like, yeah. And she was like, yeah, I'm gonna stay my ass here. So then he was like, oh, well, I'll still watch the movie with you. So we went back. Wasn't no fucking movie going on. Next thing I know, couch busting it wide open. Bang, bang, bang. That shit was amazing. I was like, wow.
Oh,
Throwing it back on my like brand new, not that new, but my nice leather couch.
Oh.
Then we took that shit upstairs. Glenn will hear this because we hadn't.
Damn, you got it upstairs? You rich? In New York City?
Glenn knows this. I hadn't sucked his dick yet because I was really scared of it.
Why?
And
Is it really big?
It's big. So
Oh.
like we didn't have like the
Your birthday
fellatio
gift is coming.
exchange. And then he was like, let's 69. And I was like, yes. yes. So like that was so fire. And we were just like fucking all over my bed, like all on the edge, all over. I had to go open up the fucking new fan. I got a new fan. I was like, bitch, let me get this fan. We were naked, like opening. Wow, I'm doing so many like close
your leg.
we had to literally open up like the new fan I just got delivered because it was so hot. But like we just can fuck like non-stop, and it is so good, but it's so different than the other guy I'm fucking that made me squirt. And like I almost want to like conjoin the two. Maybe I
Let them run a train.
Wait, would you do a male female? Because that's my
I would definitely do a male female.
Me too.
I'm like, that's my wish to baby Jesus.
The nigga with the fan on the couch, he would not do it.
I was like,
You
would
weren't
you
that
do
close.
would you do DP?
I would do it all. Just bring me two niggas that are down.
I was working on it.
Dear
babe.
God.
I was working on it. But then one nigga started tripping.
Let's all say a prayer.
Please, God.
Hey guys,
Dear God.
don't do that.
Please, God. You shut the fuck up and don't interrupt our shit with God. Dear God, please Can you please include Black Girls Texting and Good Moms Bad Choices minus Chelsea for a male, female, beautiful, three-way, love, platonic, respectful, all about us, three-way. If it includes DP or maybe one person on the titty, one person on the pussy,
Yes.
we would really love you, and we would really love that. And so
Also include a massage.
and like maybe a forehand massage to jump it off.
This is my dream.
And maybe some ice.
And maybe like grapes being fed to me.
Oh, yes.
Oh,
These
yeah.
bitches' eyes are actually closed.
Fruit should
Y'all want to
be-
get on your knees and pray?
Fruit should, the mic won't go there. Fruit should also be included, dear God.
Amen.
And air conditioning. Amen. We love
Definitely
you.
air conditioning. Amen.
Yeah.
Let the church
God.
say amen. That's the affirmation for the day.
That is it. Well, the way I want to forehand, number one, anytime I get a massage, I get turned on. It could be an 80-year-old woman. I'm like immediately turned on. And my dream is a forehand massage from two niggas.
With a happy ending.
And it's a titty
I recently had a happy
combo.
ending in Costa Rica, and whew,
Wait, what?
highly recommend.
That's my dream.
Yeah, I've already shared on the podcast, but I'll tell y'all about it later. It completes the massage. There's no reason to have a massage and not have a happy ending.
That's literally how I feel.
it just completes it. It really is the ultimate ending release.
Because you're so stimulated.
Okay,
and then
see,
I
when
leave
I-
with like a blue balls.
Yeah, it's irritating.
When I get massages, something happens with my my digestive system, and I always have to poop.
Well, it's supposed
So
to
it wouldn't work for me.
Well, because like immediately or like afterwards.
Like during the second half of the massage, I'm always like, please
Damn.
just take it. Don't push. Oh God, I'm about to shit myself.
Are they pushing on your stomach?
Do you drink
I
coffee?
don't know, but no, I don't drink
You know,
coffee.
what,
drink
it's
coffee.
probably because it's the lymph nodes are
The
like
lymph
being
nodes.
released.
Everything's
Yeah.
getting flushed.
You're
sensitive.
It wouldn't work for me.
Oof, I leave there like I've literally
Unless he's
finished
into
massages
scat
and then
play.
they leave. They're like, get dressed, and I have to like rub one out.
No, I feel you. And I'm so happy. This is the last thing, but I'm so happy that you said one time you got a massage by an old lady and kind of got turned on, because that happened to me, like an old Thai woman. And I was like, what the fuck is wrong with you? So now that we share that in common, I know it's not me, it's just the massage.
No, it's
Or maybe you're into old
stimulated.
Thai
I'm not.
You're
I'm
so
not.
stimulated.
I'm not.
I've done this. We've gotten massages together, and I've had to.
I don't blame you, girl. I'm
Gwendolyn doesn't know what you're talking about.
I'm very convinced that I have to come now after every massage, whether it's a happy ending or it's me finishing somewhere when they leave. You know, they leave you in the room. I'm gonna have to just bring it like a vibrator in my pocket and
No,
just
get the oil.
Get it
I've
out
done
real
this.
quick.
Get an
Get the
idea.
oil
and just
do it
get it out
yourself.
real quick. They'll be
Yeah.
like,
What if-
you know, they're always waiting outside with water. Like it's the perfect ending.
What if there was a massage table with like a little thing there and it vibrated?
That would be cool. But
I
then
don't wanna do
everybody's
it. I don't
vagina.
want to. No, too many
Like
people. Too
penetrating
many people
you?
have had
No,
that
like
shit.
vibrating.
I need
you
my own
while you're
toy.
getting the massage.
To
No,
be honest, there's nothing like two hands. Like that takes me back. That takes me back to my youth.
I need to get
I
back
don't
to that
like
because I'm
fingering that
very
much.
electronic.
Normalize bringing vibrators to your massage.
Yeah.
Or that.
Or
They
wear
should be in your
vibrating
purse.
panties.
Amen.
They have those too.
Well, tell our listeners where they can find you.
If you are not scared, we are Black Girls Texting. You can find us on iTunes, Spotify, all that good shit. We have a Patreon, patreon.com/Black Girls Texting.
Hey.
Instagram's Black Girls Texting. YouTube, Black Girls Texting. Chelsea allegedly tweets. It's Black Girls Text 1.
Once a month.
And you could cop some merch if you like. It's much more winter forward, but we're gonna like update it at some point.
Yes. And you can email us at hello@blackgirlstexting.
You can. We take listener letters, and if you want advice from these bitches that
Don't know much.
don't know much, but we gonna give you something, feel free.
Yes.
And you guys know where to find us at Good Moms _Bad Choices on Instagram, Good Moms Bad Choices on all your podcast platforms. Make sure to join our Patreon. We have an amazing community over there growing on Slack where we're all connecting. You guys DM us all the time, but I'm just so happy we have the community on Slack where you guys can all talk and meet up in your respective cities this month. And every month is really all about tribe. So if you are out there and you're like, damn, I don't have a mom in my city, I have no mom friends, like we have a whole community of moms that are looking to hang out and connect in your city. So make sure you join our Patreon. I think our Slack is $5 a month to join, and we be like wilding over there. Like there's a lot of dick pics and people crying.
That's beautiful.
And if you guys enjoyed this episode, make sure to go check out Black Girls Texting episode today. It dropped with us on their platform. And you know it's about to be fire and dope and hilarious. So go check that out.
Part 2, y'all want to hear about this complicated baby mama, baby father drama?
Ooh. Ooh, I can't wait to get the fresh tea.
It's new tea. We don't know Glenifer.
All right, y'all. Peace.
Bye. Bye.